Every day I call someone brother and sister. And I have 7 brothers and a sister, but I have a lot more. I have 850,000 of them actually in the United Steelworkers. But anyways, Just Harvest is thankful that we do not stand alone in the fight for economic justice. So another part of what we celebrate each year are the partners that do so much to advance the work of all of us. This evening, we are pleased and humbled to honor one of our local partners in organizing and mobilizing people to stand up for justice. May I ask all of our friends from One Pennsylvania to come forward. As they come up, the headline of the One Pennsylvania website reads, "Follow the money, confront the power, make the change." In its organizing work here in Pittsburgh and across the state, One PA does that by demanding high-quality public schools for all of us, safe water, living wages, a state budget. Please, come up. See, now I lost my place. A state budget that reflects working people's needs and priorities, rights and justice for immigrants, and much more. It stands in solidarity with working and low-income people, and Just Harvest is proud to stand in solidarity with them. Just like the name Demos, the name One Pennsylvania resonates. It is One Pennsylvania that does not belong to wealthy special interest. It does not belong to legislators who can't pass a budget. It belongs to we, the people, all of us. Much of our policy work is about holding politicians and public officers accountable. We work day in and day out to hold them accountable. One PA's describes their advocacy work as holding politicians accountable relentlessly. For the work that they do relentlessly, for the work we do together, and towards a common goal of social and economic justice for all, it is Just Harvest's honor to present you with the 2017 Seeds of Justice Award.
Hey, everybody. It's lovely to be in this room at the Omni. The last time we were at the Omni, we were marching on ALEC, so apologies to the security staff. But thanks for having us back. It's also actually really exciting to not be the only one on stage talking about the dangers of unfettered capitalism and structural racism and white supremacy. So Tamara kind of took my speech, which is cool, because you did an excellent job kind of laying it out, right? We have a historic problem, we have a structural problem, we have a problem that can only be solved by all of us. So I just want to talk a little bit about the work that our members do and the work that our members, I should introduce myself. My name is Erin Kramer. I'm the executive director of One Pennsylvania, and I'm honored and privileged to work every day fighting unfettered capitalism and structural racism. So some of you might know One PA as One Pittsburgh. If you've been in the streets in the last 4 years in Pittsburgh, if you've marched, if you've hollered, if you've testified, you've probably been standing next to a One Pittsburgh member, a One PA member. We're a statewide organization now, and we describe ourselves as multiracial, intergenerational, and multi-issue economic justice organization. It's kind of a mouthful. What that means is that we work on things that our members find to be too expensive and critical, and we work on things that are so valuable that we have to defend them. People can think what those are, right? Like a full pantry can be incredibly expensive and incredibly valuable. Clean water is incredibly valuable and increasingly very expensive. Our public education system, right? Nobody can really afford to replace that for themselves, and so we have to defend the common trust that we have because it's so valuable. Low-wage work, it's expensive, right? Good jobs are incredibly valuable. Our members were really proud to be the ones to pull the first Fight for 15 strike in the state of Pennsylvania. Because our members know that, just like Just Harvest knows, right? You can't actually fix this problem one person at a time. You have to be thinking about systems that actually oppress all of us, right? So we can, find one person a good paying job, or we can help one person, and these are good things to do, but we also have to be addressing the systems that hold us all back, right? Because what our members know is that the system isn't actually broken, it's fixed. Right? It's fixed to have exactly the outcomes that we're seeing today. So Tamara laid it out for you how it got fixed, right? And it got fixed when we were having a little bit too much power, when we were making things a little bit too good, right? When we were actually having a common wealth, right? So we have to do that. We also, at the same time, have to rebuild community with each other. And so one of the things that One Pennsylvania does, one of the things that Just Harvest does, is we break bread together, we skill share, we make sure that our members are stepping up into leadership. The Just Harvest volunteers that are here tonight, right? They're like stepping up into leadership in their communities. It's so exciting to read the page of all the staff that you're working with, Ken. It's so exciting to look at the board and really know that those are folks who are deeply invested in the success of the organization and the success of the region. We have to bring power back to the people of Pennsylvania, because that's the only way that we're going to solve big problems. That's the only way that we're going to keep universal health care and improve it. It's the only way we're going to fund the schools that all of our children deserve. And it's the only way that we're going to end hunger in our lifetime. So we are committed to doing that thing that you challenged us to do, Tamara, right? We are committed to build powerful people's organizations that have independent political power, right? That is not aligned to a party, right? This is what unions do, right? Popular political education, independent political power, the ability to select our politicians based on our issues, right? To actually recruit people who care about what we care about, the power to set the terms of the debate and not just show up and see what they think, the power to hold corporations accountable, to pay their fair share and not just run Harrisburg like it's their private piggy bank, and the power to really build a commonwealth. So thank you for recognizing our work, and thank you so much for doing everything that you do to make Just Harvest as amazing as it is.